Last video of 30 days of videos, and today I wanted to cover a couple of ground topics that no matter who you are, where you come from, almost everybody struggles in these couple areas. Not every single person, but most people. They're showing up for private, commercial, CFI. I go through these with everybody. And I want to start with category and class, because my examiner says if you don't understand category and class fully, then you don't understand the right-of-way rules. So what I use for everybody, and these pictures are ingrained in my head because I open it up every time I'm going over ground with someone, but shown right here, this is the Jeppesen Private Pilot Manual. This is what I like. This book has wonderful illustrations. So you have to know the category and you have to know the class. So categories are airplane, rotorcraft, powered lift, glider, and lighter than air. All right, so you have to understand those categories, and then the class under each: single engine land, multi-engine sea, multi-engine land, single engine sea. Those four classes are under airplane. Under rotorcraft, gyroplane, and helicopter. All right, powered lift is the tilt rotor. Then you've got glider. Again, that's just category and class, I guess, because it's glider. And then lighter than air is your airship and balloon. So you have to know those. Private level and above, at least with our examiner, he is big on these. He asks every single time. And if you stumble in this area, the outcome of the check ride might not be so good, because you have to understand these. And from my notebook, the right-of-way rules: aircraft in distress, or aircraft in emergency, makes complete sense. Balloon, glider, airship, airplane, helicopter. So you have to understand those as well. And you could imagine probably most any examiner is going to want you to understand those. Again, you have to understand the right-of-way rules, or you could be at fault for an accident. Next, and over the years, I've done this video several times. It's been a few years, so I'm going to do it again. And this is coming straight from our private pilot study guide. And I don't care who you are, almost everybody that comes here, I just always grin when we get to this part, because I know people are going to struggle with this. Examiners on every single check ride are going to ask you about night, okay? What is the definition of night? The time between the end of evening civil twilight and the beginning of morning civil twilight, as published in the Air Almanac, converted to local time. Some people get it, lots of people struggle. Next one: when must the aircraft lights, position lights be on? During the period from sunset to sunrise. Then, the next two are kind of tricky for people. When can you log a nighttime flight? That is the same as the definition of night: the time between the end of evening civil twilight and the beginning of morning civil twilight, as published in the Air Almanac, converted to local time. And then we have: when can you count your takeoffs and landings as nighttime? Why do they make this different than the others? I don't know. Beginning 1 hour after sunset and ending 1 hour before sunrise. So those are the common night questions. And I'm telling you, this has been fun. 30 months of doing check rides, 30 different individual check rides, people coming from all over the country. It's given us a lot of insight. It's given me a lot of insight on what's happening out there in the training world and what works and where people struggle. And those are two of the big ones that I see. And I'm sure we can find many more, but to just off the top of my head, two that, again, you expect commercial and CFI to show up and be really sharp on those, and that's not always the case. Down below, helicopterground.com, that's our main website. At helicopterground.com, if you don't know who we are, we have private pilot, commercial pilot, instrument pilot, certified flight instructor. We have all those courses. We have multiple videos. We have quizzes throughout the different lessons. And then we have FAA written test practice at the end. And that's all available for FAA Wings credit for all those courses. The monthly, you can do a 24-hour test flight. When you sign up, you won't be billed for 24 hours. So you can go in, take a look at the training, decide if it's right for you. If it is, continue on, be billed monthly, cancel anytime, come back anytime, which we have people do for their different ratings. Or just unsubscribe, you'll be billed nothing if you do that before the end of the 24 hours. And then there's a 30-day money back guarantee on all of our courses. Something else we have, AskHogs.com is my clone. It's RAI. What we've done is taken my 14 years of content, every new video, every new document, everything we do gets loaded pretty much daily into AskHogs.com. And this thing will talk to you in my voice. You could actually type questions and just do the old type fashion question, or click the phone button and have a conversation with my clone. And it will answer your questions anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's really cool. And we had it for quite a while before we finally got smart and thought, hey, we should probably put this inside the courses. So inside each course, as you go through the videos, you can go through a video and you have a question about a concept, the AI is right below the video. So you can watch the video, learn the information, you have a question, type into the clone right there and get your answer. So it's really, really kind of cool. And if you don't know about our Private Pilot 101, this is a resource we put out going on 2 years ago. We built this for the beginner, people who either haven't started or you're actively training and working towards your rating. Lots of free information in here. You can buy the physical copy of the book, but more importantly, you can get a free copy down below. We'll put a link down below and we'll take you to a page where you can just download the PDF for free. Whole ton of good information in there to help you get started, whether you know nothing or you're already working on the rating and you're looking for some tips. Great, great resource, and it's a free PDF. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
When you feel the pressure to fly, but know the right decision is to stay on the ground, hit the H.O.G.S no-go and live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com